Hey guys, it's Bub here, and in this video we're taking a look at an OS called Nostalgia07. Now this build is meant to make Windows 10 look like Windows Vista. We've taken a look at plenty of builds that do that in the past that turn Windows 10 into Windows Vista, but it's always interesting to see someone else's take, someone else's development on how they would theme Windows 10 to look like an older build. Nostalgia07 is a very fitting name because it's Windows 10 designed to look like Vista, so nostalgia for 2007, which is when Vista was officially released. I would love, and maybe there even is, I'm not sure, to see like a Nostalgia 09 for Windows 7. Nonetheless, here we are in the setup. So we saw the Windows 10 loading screen, or the startup screen rather, but once we're actually in the setup, it looks like Windows Vista, almost exactly to a T, even saying 2006 down there. The backgrounds, everything just mimics the look and feel of Windows Vista. So let's go ahead. We don't have a product key, so we're just going to go ahead and skip that. We even have the aero theme around the borders, which is really nice, really immersing us in the fact that this could really be Vista. And just like that, like we are in Windows 10 and like we are in Windows Vista, we're now installing Nostalgia 07. Alright, and here we are. So there was no actual out-of-box experience. We were brought straight into the desktop environment here. The only thing I went ahead and did was I went ahead and installed VMware Tools just to get a better experience, but here we are. The first thing I want to point out is this desktop background. It's very clear this is, I believe, one of the backgrounds that came with Windows Vista or Windows 7. I do like it, just the various colors. It is very appealing. But the let's not leak our hard work is something that I know came with Windows 8 technical previews. I don't believe it came with Longhorn, but I could very well be wrong. Looks like they brought this back for this custom wallpaper, which is actually very nice. I do like it. On the desktop itself, we have a recycle bin, which is, again, traditional recycle bin like we would see in Windows Vista. And then a customized folder. Yep, that's a folder with beta wallpapers. Yeah, it looks like actually all of them have this let's not leak our hard work in it. Very interesting. And then we also had user tiles, so that's what we could change our actual tile right there too. A lot of these came with Windows Vista. This is the one that I always used when I set up Vista in a virtual machine. Over here on the right side of the display, we have our widgets or our gadget bar. So all the gadgets that we would typically see in Vista are here, and the default ones are there as well, including the feeds that we subscribe to, system clock, and then the slideshow, or this is slideshow or images? It's a slideshow. Moving our attention down to the taskbar, on the very right side, we don't have a show desktop button because Vista didn't come with one. Well, at least where it is today, they do still have one. We then have our system time, looks like Vista, our network settings. One thing I wish Windows still did was show kind of like the traffic sent and received, even if it was a setting you had to turn on. Like you see a lot more network statistics just from this than you do on Windows today. Pretty interesting. We then have safely remove hardware and eject media, VMware Tools, and then we have Bluetooth as well as whatever this is, 7 Plus Taskbar Tweaker. One thing I don't like is just how far apart these two are. Looks like there's some sort of spacing. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe that was like that in Windows Vista to kind of separate. This might have been purposeful to separate, like permanently pinned from, you know, kind of the system tray itself. I'm not 100% sure. I could be wrong. It's been such a long time since I've looked at Vista. Coming over to the left side of the taskbar, we have that show desktop button. Actually, it's that one. This is the switch between Windows, which this is where we can see Windows 10. It shows you the multiple desktops. This was not a feature in Windows Vista. And then finally, I've been talking about it for 3 times now, this is the show desktop button, which hides the gadget bar. Pressing it again brings back the gadget bar. Let's take a look here in the start menu where we can see that by default there is nothing pinned. And then we have our typical, there's our username. Again, we didn't get an out-of-box experience. It just brought us straight into the desktop, so I didn't get to pick any usernames. We have documents, pictures, music, games, computer, network, connect to, control panel, default programs, or help and support. Going into all programs, we can see that we have a bunch of Windows Vista applications, including default programs, IE that we'll take a look at, calendar, contacts, Defender, DVD Maker, fax and scan, live messenger download, so you can download it if you want it. We then have Windows Mail, which I did not mean to open that, Windows Mail, Media Center, Media Player, Meeting Space, Movie Maker, Photo Gallery, and Windows Update. I would assume that this is meant to imitate like a Windows Vista Ultimate because it has so much stuff packed into it. Moving down, I'm not going to read through all of these, but we have our typical Windows accessories, system tools, tablet PC, Extras and upgrades, yep, Windows Ultimate, unique to owners of Vista Ultimate. Games, I don't, oh, there are the games right there. Everyone who's ever watched this channel knows, because I say it every time we see it, that back when the day with Windows Vista, Purple Place was my favorite game, just the one I have the most nostalgia on. Maintenance, so typical things that we would see, except it failed to launch remote assistance, and then the startup folder, which has old unglass and shell folder fix. Let's go ahead and open up Windows Update here. Will it actually, yeah, no, Windows Update cannot check for updates, so the update service is paused. Let's go ahead and take a look at a few things here, specifically WinVer, which does show that it is Windows Vista, so it doesn't actually show the Windows 10 WinVer. Let's take a look here in Task Manager specifically. I want to see what we're utilizing, what our system specs are. So CPU utilization, we're using typical Windows, so idling from anywhere from 2 to 5%. The memory, I gave this VM 8 gigs of memory. We're using 1.75 on idle, so not great, but just remember how much stuff is running on this system to make it look like this. Next, I would like to take a look here at actually some windows. So this window is open right here, and we can see the window borders themselves, although it is a little finicky to try and drag like these edges. You saw me struggling there. I mean, I can't really grab this corner that well. But regardless, here are the window borders. We can see that in File Explorer, at least, we have that nice blue themed top bar. We have the full aero glass. I didn't even have to install VMware Tools for the full aero glass. I just got it when I installed it, unlike real versions of Windows Vista and 7. And it really is just very well themed to look like Windows. Here's all of the sample pictures, sample music. I'm not sure if sample music actually came with Vista. I might be wrong. I don't recall it being included. But one other reason why we're in here is we're here to take a look at the actual disk. So it's a 60 gig disk. We're using 14.8 gigs, which means we have 45 gigs remaining. Not bad for an install of Windows 10, especially because it doesn't claim to be very, like, a tiny distribution. With that being said, this is a very high-level overview. But before we wrap up the video, I do want to look at some of the personalization aspects, because I do really like playing with these. Well, unfortunately, that doesn't appear to work. So I tried to change it. Let's try blue again. It crashed, and then the window just becomes unresponsive. Let's see what other backgrounds we have. The same ones we already saw earlier in the beta wallpapers. But with Windows desktop backgrounds, there are some more, but let's stick with the beta wallpapers and stick with that. So with that being said, now that I have some stuff frozen on my desktop because they crashed, thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you're new around here, as I do all kinds of different technology videos, including device restorations. If you like this video and you want to see more, please let me know down in the comments below if you have any custom ISOs you want me to take a look at. I love doing viewer recommended videos, and I love when you guys give me feedback on what I should take a look at next. With that being said, I'll see you all in the next one.